We are live.
And we are back for another week, and not many of them left, kids. We don't have much of the NFL left. We're getting down to the witching hour, as our friend Scott Hansen likes to say on NFL Red Zone. Um, I'll
You're a
start
friend.
it off.
I've got beef with Scott,
I'm a
but
big Scott Hansen guy. Big Scott Hansen guy.
I liked him too.
Chris,
But we had a little issue, and he blocked me.
I don't even did he? Do I even want to know what you did or said to
No,
Scott Hansen?
I just used to after every week I would just give him a little feedback. Sometimes good, like today was a good week, or sometimes Scotty, you got to tighten up. You kind of like because sometimes he'll fuck you right where they're like they cut to a game and they're like and the Bengals drop back. Oh, and
Yeah,
it's just
and it's a
complete
three yard
yeah.
screen.
And I'm like, come
Yeah.
on, you kind of set that up like it was gonna be a big play, and I know it wasn't live, so just he has to be more aware in some situations. But yeah, I don't have a big problem with him, but he's very sensitive. But we'll work
So
through it.
VD, now that you're not doing that though, like who's giving him this honest feedback then?
Exactly. And I was never a dick about it. It was always Scotty. I was very positive most of the time, but honest with him, and he didn't like it.
That's unbelievable. These guys can't take honest feedback. Um, all right, boys, let's kick it off. We're getting into, like I said, the nitty gritty. I had a weird week last week. I lost my whale and my lock. That's 7 units right there, over 7 units. And somehow I finished up exactly even for the week. So I gave out two 3-team parlays that hit. Detroit minus 4.5. The Miami over 29.5. That hit for $250 if you played 1 unit. And then I did Rams money line, 49ers over 47.5 in that game, and the Chiefs over 42.5. That paid out 400 on 1 unit if you hit that 3-teamer. And then I gave out Jags over 23.5, and also gave out Evan Ingram anytime touchdown. I knew he was going to score his first touchdown. Yep, that paid out almost 3 units. So for the week, if the if VD's Kansas City Chiefs weren't an awful football team and could have scored over 23.5 points at home against the Packers, I would have won a lock. And if the Eagles could have gotten to 23 points at home, I would have won a whale. So I would have had a crazy week. But I'll finish up even for the week after losing those two big plays, and I guess I'll take it. So, Shane, how'd you do? What'd you hit? What'd you lose?
So I went into last week. I was
Oh,
uh,
sorry, change. Sorry. So I'm still down 26 units on the season going in. I finished exactly even, down 26 units still on the season.
so yeah, I went into last week. I was minus 1.8 units. I had an okay week. I kind of broke even. I lost half a unit. The Jaguars kind of fucked me by. I would have had
Yep.
a really good week if the Jaguars had won. Um, but I hit my lock. I was the only one to hit my lock. I think I hit a plus money parlay and and I hit like a touchdown. It was Ferguson touchdown and Dallas to win parlay. So
Yep.
that
Yep.
Good hit. Yeah,
that
he was
kept me.
good that game. That kid's good.
Yeah, he is. He is really nice.
Yep.
So I had a pretty decent week. One win away from having a really good week, but overall I'm down. I'm down 2.3 units
Okay, VD.
over.
Okay, so last week I introduced Propsember. I hit all my props, I bet, except my lock, Ramondre Stevenson over 60.5 yards.
Sad.
He had 40
Oh,
yards in the first quarter before he got hit. Devastating. That cost me 2 units. The only other prop I didn't hit was Sky Moore, that bum. I'm never betting a Chiefs receiver for anything ever
You got to
again.
stop. You got to stop. As your
Stop.
friends,
These numbers are so low. It's one catch. It's you know. Anyway, I'm clean. If you hear me on this show, give out a Chiefs receiver not named Rasheed Rice for anything, just veto me, please, for my own good, because I can't help myself, and it's just killing me this year. Um, so yeah, I hit. I'm big on running back props right now. Stevenson should have hit. Pacheco over yards easily hit. Derrick Henry over yards easily hit. Um, Michael Pittman, I think he had 2 catches going into halftime. I had him over 6.5. I was nervous. He ended up with like 12 catches.
exploded. Yeah.
mhm.
Exploded in the second half. Pause. Um, I had Hurts anytime touchdown, McCaffrey anytime touchdown at plus 191. I should have well played that. Why? I don't know why I could even get plus money for that. Tyreek, I got fucked a little bit. I had over 7.5 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown. He almost had that in the first half, except the catches. He didn't play much in the second half, so I missed on that. But yeah, Jacksonville money line cost me from having about a 2-unit positive week. I ended up down 2 units, which brings me sliding down below Daver into last place with minus 27.62 units. But I'm feeling encouraged because I feel like I found my rhythm now with these props. I'm going to have a light card on this show, couple team total overs, and I'm going to go heavy on props Sunday morning. So look out for that.
Okay, and VD, I do want to thank you. If anyone saw the BR betting video, me and the chain were at Phil's new apartment. We're watching football. We actually put McCaffrey and Hurts in our parlay that won the 4-teamer. Yep. We added Mike Evans and Pakua Nakua, and that got us to, I want to say, a plus 200 or plus 2,000 level. $10 basically. $10 got back $240 on those 4. Yeah, so that was a fun day. Very, very fun.
Maybe next time you shoot me a text, hey, I'm adding this on top. You want in, but that's neither here nor there.
So VD, it's you got to be at that. We play. You're at the house. You're here at the house watching football. It's the house bet.
I don't want to mess with the house bet. That's fair.
Yep. All right, so let's get into it. I'll kick us off, boys. Listen, the Ravens are back, VD. Okay, so guess what I'm betting? Ravens first half minus 4.5. It hasn't lost all season. Why stop now? I said I'm betting it. It's an automatic on my card until it actually loses. Okay, so Ravens.
Is that one of the bigger numbers of this year? 4.5.
Yeah, and it's against the Rams too. So surprising because the Rams are playing well.
Yeah.
But the Ravens coming off a bye. I think it's a 1:00 game East Coast. Yep. So I think they're 7-point favorites. So yeah, minus 4.5 for the first half.
Yeah, Rams going west to east in an early game.
Early game. Yep. And Ravens off the bye. So
should be a little cold, maybe rainy.
Yep. Then my next play is a money line parlay. 3 teams. Baltimore again. We're gonna do them money line. Lions money line and Saints money line, all at home. Those 3 get you plus 190 on a parlay. So 100 will win you 190. And then my last 3-pack. Another 3-team money line parlay. Bengals, Cleveland, Atlanta, all at home, all to win, plus 430 on those 3 teams. I just think that they all bounce back. I like Jake Browning. Bengals impressed me. They're basically a toss-up at home against Indy. I'll take my chances with the Bengals in that roster at home. Cleveland at home. Who knows with them? I don't know what you're going to get, but I think they're playing an even worse team. And same thing, Atlanta. I'm holding my nose on that parlay, but the odds are really great. Those 3 teams at home win. I'm plus, like I said, plus 430. So I'm going to give that a shot. Shane?
Yeah. So of my 8 plays, I had 2 of them already going tonight. So 1 lost already. I had the under 30.5 for the Patriots Steelers game that lost in the first half. Who knew Patriots would play so good?
It's
happy
the Steelers.
Those were some incredible throws.
The Steelers are. How do they not come back and win that game? Those pieces of shit. Like, it's literally this win. This win is basically going to be like, and with the 7th pick in the draft, the Patriots take a Penn State offensive tackle because we won this game tonight. That's exactly what's going to happen. But anyway, continue.
They'll find plenty of games to lose. Don't worry. You'll get a quarterback. I, of course, have a bet with my nemesis, Steve R., that the Browns will finish in 3rd or worse in the AFC North. So the Steelers were kind of my hope there. They're looking like they're dead. But now these Bengals are looking a little frisky. I think these
Bengals are frisky.
Yeah. Okay, let me give a few here.
Hold on. It's still the chain.
Oh,
it's
my
the
bad.
Chain.
It's all right. So I had the under that lost, but I also took the Patriots plus 6. So that hit. So that kind of almost a wash. And then I have a 2-team teaser. I'm teasing the Buccaneers up to plus 7.5, and I'm teasing the Raiders up to plus 9. Those odds are minus 134.
All right, very good. VD?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a light card, like I said. I'm gonna hammer props earlier. I'm just going with a bunch of team total overs. I like. I'm gonna parlay these first two ones. Indianapolis over 20.5. Cincinnati over 20.5. That'll pay out plus 224. Cincinnati playing the Colts. I feel like they get in shootout games. That offense didn't look too bad. I think it's gonna get better each week. I can get 21 points out of them. Yeah, so I could take the over in that game, but I'm just going to take both team total overs and juice the odds a little bit. That worked for me 2 weeks ago. I'm just going to try it again. And then I'm going to go Houston team total over 17.5 is what it was when I looked at it at minus 110. Houston is, of course, playing the Jets.
New York
right?
Jets. Yep.
The
Yep.
Jets. Yeah, I think the Jets defense, they get up for this game. I talked about last week how I think that defense is going to lay down and die a little bit, but there's just no way to me that Houston can't get 18 points in this game. They air the ball out. I know Tank Dell's out. Is Tim Boyle playing quarterback again? I saw like
No, he's released.
Zach
He's
Wilson
released.
play, so Zach Wilson will be playing, correct? Or will they
Yeah,
play Simeon?
it might be Simeon. They also picked up another quarterback. They released Tim Boyle. The Tim Boyle life is over.
Tim Boyle experiment is over.
Is over.
So regardless, that team is in shambles. Give me 17.5 points. Shouldn't be an issue. Okay, I'll save my other two picks in my lock. I'll pass it back to David.
All right, so I'm with you, VD. I actually have that written down next. Houston over 17.5. I just don't see a world where they don't get to like 20 points, to be honest with you. So like I'm with you there totally. They might even get a defensive touchdown against that shit offense to get them there. So that's I'm with you over 17.5. I also have the Lions team total over 23.5 against the Bears defense. I get it, it's outside. I get the Lions are an indoors team, but guess what? The Lions run the ball, kids. All right, this isn't your dad's Lions. The Lions run the ball, so I'm not worried about them being outdoors. They'll be fine. Over 23.5 points. And then my last on this 3-pack is give me the over in the Rams-Ravens game. It's only 40.5. That's crazy to me. Like, the Rams offense has been clicking. Baltimore can score. I don't see a world where they don't get over 40.5. And then VD, I'm with you. The over in that Indy game is only 43.5. So if you parlay those two together, Rams over, Indy over is plus 275.
I like it.
All right.
Shane?
Next up, I got another tease. I'm teasing Chicago up to plus 9. I'm teasing Denver up to plus 8.5. Chicago has Detroit. So I like Chicago in this game. They're coming off a bye. Detroit, they're a dome playing team. Jared Goff doesn't like the cold weather. I think Chicago actually ends up winning this game. But I'll tease them up to plus 9.
Hey, you are talking about the biggest Kirk Minahan fan. That's a celebrity, okay? Jared Goff. All right, you relax on this network talking about Jared Goff.
Hey,
right.
I'm just saying.
All right. VD knows. VD knows.
I know.
Is he really a Kirk Minahan fan?
Yeah,
he calls the show.
He what?
He calls the show sometimes.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry, Goff, but all right. So next parlay. I got a 3-team parlay, money line parlay. I got the Ravens, 49ers, and the Cowboys all straight up to win. That's plus 128. And then I'm taking an underdog parlay. I'm doing the Raiders, who are playing Minnesota at home. Why is Minnesota favorites on the road by 3 points to a Vegas team? I don't know.
Coming off a bye. Yep.
So I mean, I don't understand that. They're playing well for their Antonio Pierce, so I like that. And then again, I told you why I like Chicago. So those two, oh fuck, I forgot to get the odds. I'll get the odds on that after, and I'll post it.
I got it right here.
For the Raiders and the Bears.
Just money line.
Money line, yep.
Raiders, Bears, money line. That will be plus 480.
Plus 480.
Nice.
Sweet. Love it. And then I'm taking the Buccaneers Falcons over 40.5. I think that's going to be a high-scoring game shootout.
All righty.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah,
VD.
Curious to see what happens in that Cowboys Eagles games because it just feels like the
Very
Eagles
curious.
have
That's
no chance, but that's almost scares me.
yep.
Dallas
Yep.
is Dallas. Mike McCarthy is Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy. Yep.
I'm keeping my eye on that. But I mean, Eagles, they've had a gauntlet of a schedule. I mean, I feel like they play a playoff team almost every single week. Okay, I'm gonna go now, Daver. I have a conundrum here because Tuesday morning when I looked at this and I wrote it down, I got Detroit at 21.5. Should I keep that or should I go? I think the current number you said is 23.5.
The show is on Thursday.
I'm going to go to 23.5 out of honor. But I loved it at 21.5.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit worried about that. That Bears defense is good. It's outdoor. I agree with Helder about certain
They're playing better.
he might have made previously. But one thing I will say, Justin Fields, he's good for a fumble. He's good for a boneheaded pick. He's
There it
been
is.
better about this year, but he tries to force it. Divisional game.
I think our boy Dan Campbell pops those pads and runs the ball.
Yeah. Run the fucking ball. One or two big plays.
Yep.
We don't need Goff to do much. We need Goff to play quarterback like he's playing quarterback for the Michigan Wolverines. Hand the ball off, throw the ball 15 times, get your confidence back, beat up the little brother. But the Bears are frisky, Helder. I'm not mad at that money line bet. I'm also going to add on Laporta over 46.5, minus 114. I just think that number is very low for him. I know I kind of just contradicted myself saying Goff might struggle in this weather and that the Bears are good defensively. I think Laporta just is too much of a focus in that offense to not get me 50 yards. Is that a primetime game too? Am I wrong? No, it's not. It's
no.
Game.
Primetime game is Philly Dallas Sunday night.
Yeah. Give me Laporta over 46.5 yards. Okay, I'm thinking. Okay, I had this on my card, but I'm taking it off. This is not an official pick, but I want to hear what you guys think. I think the Giants might be frisky money line. Monday night, classic letdown spot for a Packers team that beat the Chiefs. Going on the road, Giants have been kind of frisky. Packers have been flashing, but they're still kind of, I don't know. What are your thoughts on it?
I haven't even looked ahead that far, but I'll tell you this: the Packers have boned me the last 2 weeks, so I'm either betting on the Packers or not betting that game at all. Because I can't
figure
6.5
point favorites. They should not be 6.5 point favorites.
They should be 6.5 point favorites, but they are flirting with the playoffs, so
True.
It could be.
And just hot. Jordan Love has just figured it out. I think he's figured it out.
Okay, that's why I'm taking it off my card. But I just wanted to mention it. All right, all I have is my lock left. Should I save it?
Save it.
All right.
Yep. All right, so I'll do my last three, which includes a lock and my last whale of the season. We're going for it. I'm giving it a shot.
Hey, man.
So Helder, I'm with you. Las Vegas money line. Okay, at home. I don't know why they're underdogs at home to Minnesota and Josh Dobbs. Like I get it. Josh Dobbs is a good story, but you lose at home to the Bears on Monday night, and now you're going to go on the road to Vegas. Also coming off a bye, I'll take my chances. So give me Vegas money line and VD. Don't fuck me. Give me the Chiefs money line. We're going to parlay that together. All right. And that's plus 320. If you do Chiefs and Vegas money line, plus 320.
We tend to own the Bills, but I mean, anything can happen.
Okay.
I'm not mad at that. I'm picking to cover.
My lock of the week. My lock of the week is the over in that Kansas City Buffalo. Every time these two teams play, it's a shootout. It's fireworks. Even if it's a slow start, they eventually get going. Buffalo, I think you saw a perfect example of it against Philly. They play shootouts against good teams. That's what ends up happening. They don't really know how to run the ball. They don't know how to keep a lead. The other team's always in it. So over 48.5, I think, is low for those two teams. In past years, when the Chiefs actually had an offense, a functioning wide receiver group, this over-under would have been like 52, 53. So it's at 48.5. That's my lock of the week. I think we get into the 50s in this game, actually. And then lastly, I'm doing a 3-team whale parlay. We're gonna go for it.
Nice.
He's swinging.
We're gonna try to get even right here, right on this play. Give me Detroit -3. I think we take care of the Bears. I'm not worried about it at all. Jared Goff's gonna go in there and show you what he's about. We're gonna add that KC Buffalo over, so that's basically a 7-unit play for me. All right, so KC Buffalo 48.5. And then lastly, the 49ers Seahawks over 46.5 is the third leg. If you put up 5 units, you will win back 2,800. So 500 to win 2,800. So I would basically be even on the season if I could hit this bet. So I'm going all in, boys.
All right. So for my lock, Dave, you have them in your whale play, which makes me love my lock even more because it's opposite of what you have. I'm going with the Chicago Bears +3 as my lock.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I like that.
Hey, it's worked all season, so.
Fucking hate you.
Disrespect.
All right, VD, go ahead.
All right. My lock, a little bit of a hold your nose bet, but Cleveland team total over 16.5. They're playing the
Why not?
Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence isn't playing, right? CJ Beathard
Yeah,
is ass.
it's
He's
going
not
to be
going to play a
really
clean
bad weather.
game. Good defense. Jaguars, a soft-ass team going to Cleveland in December. Fumbles, turnovers, no 3-and-outs from the Jaguars, backup quarterback. You got to get me 16.5 points. You got to give me 17 points. I don't care if we kick a million field goals. I don't care if it's a punt return. I think they can hit that.
They're saying really bad weather for that game.
Really bad weather. The Jaguars are such a weird team. I mean, they're kind of the epitome of a fraud team.
They are like they haven't beat anyone really good. Like it's weird. They're yeah.
Their defense.
And they have
They're good. They're terrible. Just when you think
Yep.
they're bad, they kind of show back up. They're streaky.
Yep.
Doug Peterson's a great coach. It's just he's got a lot of work to do still to turn that team around. The defense can be frisky. I think that safety is hurt though. I think Cleveland, again, I'm going to say they can play Big Ten football. I think they can just run the ball 40 times, throw the ball 15 times, get out of there winning, 18 to 6, But yeah, that's my lock. Another play I'm going to have on my card, I can't give it now because the props aren't out, but I'm going to tell the people this in advance. Look out for Josh Allen anytime touchdown and Josh Allen rushing yards. The Chiefs are playing a third string middle linebacker who's going to be assigned with kind of watching Josh Allen. He likes to scramble on us anyway. Our secondary is great. Our pass rush isn't great. We've got a backup safety in the game who's also would normally be coming down to the box a lot. The rushing yards prop for Josh Allen isn't out yet, but look at that, and I would be shocked if he doesn't run in for a touchdown.
And I think he scored like 3 or 4 weeks in a row running touchdowns. They're back to. I think they're desperate. Like when you see teams like I think Baltimore, you'll see in the playoffs unleash Lamar Jackson. They really haven't yet because they haven't had to. I think Josh Allen's at the point where Buffalo tried doing that earlier in the year. Where like, hey, don't run. Mm-hmm. I think they're trying for a playoff spot, and he's balls to the wall at this point.
Yeah.
So I like that play
for the people.
Yeah.
All right, folks. What about your
good luck, boys?
Are you happy?
No, not happy at all. I mean,
wanted to lose.
Like of course. A comeback win by the Steelers would have been perfect.
Yeah, because you look kind of good, and then
the
Bears have that perfected. Like look good in the first half, and then find a way to lose the game.
Yeah,
a little since Fields has been back, but real quick, who do you guys want? Like, do you want if you could take the first quarterback available, who are you taking? Caleb Williams, Drake May, Penix? Who's your guy?
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. You don't think he's too skinny? I think he'll just kill me.
No, we'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Put some weight on the boy. Dude, he's 6'4". He's got a cannon for an arm. He's fast. He throws a great deep ball. Dude, he's a twig now.
He gets crushed in college. He'll get crushed in the NFL.
Caleb Williams is small too. Like it
don't
is
like
what it
Drake
is.
May?
I think Drake May is like Trevor Lawrence. Like I don't know, he's a robot. Like I don't see
Got
any
a
personality.
little bit more moxie than Trevor Lawrence, but I get what you're saying. Shane, who's
Yeah.
your guy?
I don't know. I don't really watch college ball too much.
He's a Colts fan anyway.
Yeah.
Stick with your trend and just go opposite of Daver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Hey VD,
All right.
hey VD, you're in last place. Suck my dick. Good night.
For one, you lose mill play, I'm gonna be right back in second place.
All right, see you boys.
All right.
See ya.